That's it. That's it. That's how you blow through a list right there.
Let's go.
All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back. You can see we're back in the shop here at T. Brad Fabs. I'm holding a very heavy lead hammer, which can only mean one thing. The wire wheels are going on this thing today for the final time and not coming off, because today we're gonna drop it on its wheels. We're gonna fire this thing up, and it hasn't been fired up since I brought it here in November. So we're gonna fire this thing up, make sure we got no exhaust leaks, check everything over, and we should be able to cycle the suspension again today on the ground and maybe even squeak it outside, because it is a nice day here in Ontario. A lot of the snow's starting to leave. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to get this thing down on its wheels, away from the hoist. It'll be awesome. We've also got something else in the shop right now. Square One is here. If you haven't seen this Ranger, make sure you check this thing out over in our Lone Star Throwdown video playlist, which will be somewhere here. Also go over to Kentuck Lifestyle. Give our boy Adam Lewis a follow over on that channel. This is his 89 GT Ranger Square One. Just got shot for Street Trucks Magazine, was out in the January 2025 issue. If you haven't already, go check that out online at Street Trucks Magazine. They're doing a little bit of a tune-up on it and getting everything ready to go like we are in everything else, because Maggie Valley Mini Nats 2025 is only almost 4.5 weeks away. It's coming quick. So we're just doing a little tune-up on this thing, make sure everything's good and ready to go. Getting this thing done, ready to go. And in case you didn't notice, in the grand scheme of it, the other Ranger is gone. The other Ranger is at the paint shop. The other Ranger now has paint on it. It now has color. We haven't shown anybody the color, but it does have color on it, and it looks awesome. The new color that we picked out for this thing and came up with is absolutely phenomenal. So we're super excited for that. Can't wait to debut this thing at Mini Nats. We're gonna have these other ones ready to go. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to our channel, follow along. We've got some epic content coming. Here's the rest of the socials. Follow us on all platforms. Follow Trevor at T. Brad Fab for the Fabrication Shop. Follow Adam at Kentuck Lifestyle, and our guy Josh at Back Corner Studios, who we are doing a bunch of filming work for right now and getting his channel set up and ready to go for automotive restoration, custom paint, and how-to and tech articles. Make sure you go and subscribe to that. The links will be down below. Don't miss these channels. Don't miss these episodes. We got great things coming. The list is almost over. Actually, I don't think there's actually anything on this list, to be honest. Let's do this while we're standing here. That's done. That's done. We're good. Done, 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 done. That's done. Zip ties are passenger. We've got that. We've got that. Done. Awesome when you can knock out that list. So when the Ranger comes back here next week, it's going to be into assembly, which won't take long. The interior is also being done by our guy Tim Atkinson at Atkinson Interiors. We've seen some pictures already of it almost finished, and it looks crazy. So wait till Mini Nats, you're going to see a whole new truck come out. Aftermath is... We've got that, so we're good there. We've got this, so we're good there. That I'm gonna do at home because I have it there. Interior stuff is being done, so as soon as his interior is finished here in the next week, then hopefully my seats are already up there, and hopefully Tim will be able to get at them. If he can't get at them before Mini Nats, then I'm just gonna grab them, put them back in, and I'll worry about them later. Not a big deal. Oh, this one right here. The new wheel chips and switch plate. I just got footage today from our boy Chaz at CCF Customs here in Toronto. All your lowrider accessories, gold plated, chromed, engraved, etched, laser cut, everything you could possibly think of. Ships all over the world. Huge supplier of lowrider accessories. My new wheel chips, my custom wheel chips for these 13-inch Zeniths 24 karat gold are now done and gold plated, along with a new switch plate with the wheel chip built in. I can't wait. I saw a sneak peek. They're gonna look insane when I build them into this new console. So that's gonna be happening. Exhaust is done. We are good on the exhaust. Manifold donuts, we are done there. We're mounting those so I don't lower out onto my exhaust pipes anymore, and I have Mini Trucking World calls it a drag bar. I'm not dragging with it. It's basically to keep me from pushing my exhaust tips up into my bumper and bumper into my, one to the other. Your leg bone connects to your whatever bone. Front bags, clearance, we're good there. Shocks, we're good there. That's it. That's it. That's how you blow through a list right there. It feels good to knock things off a list no matter what you're doing in your life. Write out a list, knock out your accomplishments, get them done. You'll feel great. We're gonna get the wheels on this thing. We're gonna get everything torqued down. We got the lead hammer, which still kind of scares me every time you use a lead hammer to put something really shiny on. But we're gonna get these wheels on. We're gonna get this thing on the ground. We're gonna throw the air to it. I put in new shifter linkage in this car too about a month ago to get it away from the floor shift, and I can go back to my factory column shift in the 55. So I built new linkage and I want to make sure that is all set up and adjusted properly. So we're going to do that today. We're going to fire it and I'd like to get it outside. So let's see what happens. Thanks for coming along. Let's jump into it.
Let's go.
Here we are. Hello, ladies. Hello. 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 Boom, boom. They're dusty, but we're gonna get them on. This whole car needs a bath anyways. Woo. Go, baby. Oi. It's always so scary putting these things on and trying to hold them so you don't want them to drop and fall into there. It's always. There's one. We got the lead hammer, so we'll give these things a smack. Get them set into place. All right, that's those two. We're gonna get the ones in the back end done. We've already torqued all the adapters, make sure that's done. I've checked all my wheel bearings, we're good that way. We re-greased stuff. We had a brake line we had to change on that side because it was rubbing with the bigger tires, and we've re-rigged and shaved it down now so it's out of the way. So we're good there. And the back end's all tightened up. So let's get these other ones. Where are they? Oh, hello. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. Oh, baby. So dusty, so dusty. Up in it, there we go. Oh, beauty. It's a little bit of a squeak to get in through here, but normally I would drop the shock, to pull the bolt out of the shock and let the rear end swing a bit, but just a little bit I can get these up and in for what we're doing today, just so we don't have to unbolt and drop. But if I'm doing a tire rotation and changing stuff or doing brakes, I undo my shocks. They act as like a limiter. Then my whole rear end swings down and you can change everything. Up and there. Beauty. Woo. All right. Grab the knockoffs, which I think are. Oh yeah, she got to be cleaned in there too. Number 3. These ones might be a bit of a trick to hit with a hammer because they're in so far. Get a little tappy, little tap it in, little tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
Just tap it in, just tap it in. Give it a little tappy, tap, tap, tap-a-roo.
I'm gonna test this. It's always leery when you're I'm about to hit something so pretty. I don't want to damage anything, but might end up either buying or we'll build a set of the adapters for it. Wait a minute. Wrong way. Oh yeah, we're on the other side. Wrong way. Oh, wrong way again. Ah! Oh! Okay, let's try this again. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go back around the other side. I'm gonna give those a little tap now. These ones settled in, and then, I mean, before we even move this thing or take it any far distance, I'm gonna be checking and double checking and checking and double checking, so. All right. These are dirty. Dirty! Oh well. We'll get them cleaned up. We'll get the rest of the car outside and cleaned up in a little bit. All right. Here, beat your brand new gold chrome reverse Zenith 13 wires with a lead with a hammer, they say. It's awesome. We get the battery on charge, but we're good. Everything's back into place. Front end's buttoned up, rear end's buttoned up. This thing's gonna be on its wheels, ready to go. The linkage feels really good. Actually, let's go in there and do that right now. Oh, a lot of dust. So this is what we're dealing with. I wanted to go back to a factory because I love the factory. I only put this in here years ago because I didn't have any time at the very end to finish this. And it was stupid because it only really took me an hour or so, but I was just so concentrated on everything else and the frame and the suspension and the paint that this here was just easy to weld up, put in, and throw it into place. So I'm going to have to move this button here because this button controls my vintage blue glass Trico lowrider lights on the back of the bumper from like the 40s. So this isn't hooked to anything now. I've redone the linkage so that I can connect this column shift to my TH350, which will be coming out of this car this winter coming. And I have a 700 R4 ready to go for it finally. This was a 2-speed power glide. It had the old slush box in it behind the 261 straight 6, the truck block that Chevy introduced into passenger cars in 55. Great engine. I just had a whole nother drivetrain that I wanted to put into here that I had kicking around that was all built ready to go. So now I can actually cycle through here. Reverse, neutral, drive, 2, 1. So it's really good. And the indicator plate right here, I have one on order, and you can, I think where to get mine, I think mine come out of Speedway Motors or something, but you can get the indicator plate from Summit or Speedway or Antique Chevy or Eckler's or any of that stuff that goes in there that has the numbers in the right position. Am I too concerned about it? Not really. I know the gears, I know where they go, and this way I have a stop, I have a neutral safety switch, so everything's back. It's back to being a little bit safer again because I didn't have one here. This just had nothing. Old school hot rod style. So I only have a little bit of a cut right here in the floor. It's about this wide, enough for the bracket to swing back and forth. So the nice thing is now I'm building a new console to come down from here, and it's going to swing out and come back to my seats, which stop right here. And that's where I have new chrome cup holders, my new switch plate and accessories coming from CCF Customs. I keep my switches, my deck's going to move a bit, my other switches, and I'm going to put a power supply in for USBs and USB-Cs for my camera gear, and I'm going to build a console so it'll come out off of here. I was going to originally try to come around it, and then I'm like, you know what, it's going to be easier. Let's put this back to here so I have a nice clean factory look. Get rid of this boot and the shifter and get this out of here. I can wire this switch in for my lights on the back right into one of the new chrome switch buttons I have for the console and be totally done and be nice and clean. Nothing here, no shifter in the way, nothing banging off anything. My glove compartment, you'll be able to use it again without bumping into the shifter. It's just going to be a nice cleaner look. So I'm very happy about that. This cycles. Awesome. And I have a epoxy shift knob that I've been building when I'm shaping surfboards, that I keep a lot of my resins when I'm done, and I pour them into cups and let them harden on top of each other and throw some flake in and some candy. And I've got one that matches the roof of my car with all the golds, the purple, the red, and everything through it, and that I've shaped down and I've polished. So I'm going to put one on there, and I've got one here for the signal arm as well. And then we should be good. So I'm excited about that. So that'll be really nice to have again and get rid of this stupid one on the floor, because the one on the floor is just pain in the ass and I don't like it anymore. So let's get this out. There's nothing left in here. Put the skirts on later. This is now all buttoned up in here, so I don't need this stuff. We'll clean out this stuff for Trevor. Make sure we don't hit square one walking by. And that's awesome. All right, so I think that just about does it on this thing, other than putting some fuel in the tank and taking it outside. I can't do much more because I gotta go film, like I said. I wanna thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.